Every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish one tears down hers with her own hands. Hello, good people. This is Stella, your regular host on the Family Enrichment Hub. I have the honor to be continuing our new series titled Money Matters Within the Family. I started by introducing the series with a discussion on why we need to talk about money matters at household level. And last week, I shared on the principle of seed and harvest and stressed the fact that everything we do with our lives is actually a seed, which is awaiting its harvest in due time. Today, I want to be talking about how to build trust with money within our families. Money matters, a heart matters. That's why the Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23, that you need to guard your heart with all diligence, because out of the heart, that's where the issues of life will flow, including issues to do with money. All your money behaviors, your money decisions, your money interactions on a personal level and at household level actually reveal the state of your heart. Like somebody rightly said, money does not change anybody. Money simply reveals and amplifies our true character. Money shows who we truly are. Money reveals what we stand for right from the inside of us. And so, allow me to share some very personal insights on how we were able to build trust between ourselves here at household level. First of all, we have a principle here of every money that we make actually belongs to each of us. It belongs to the entire household. And so we started out our relationship by playing this out. My money, for instance, I declared it to my husband, and my husband also declared his money to me. So all the money that we made on a monthly basis, it actually belonged to us as a family. Contrary to the worldly view of a woman's money is her own money, she has no accountability to do with it when it comes to family. In our family here, we're able to build trust where money was concerned just by being open and declaring and showing that every money that we make belonged to each of us. Another way that personally I built trust within my family was on the issue of how I managed my staff account. During the days when I was working in the bank, I had an ATM card which I was using on my staff account. And I also had the option of printing a second card and give it to whoever I felt like giving it. So I decided that I need to print a second card and give it to my husband so that he has access to money which I am making as an employee. And so this worked so beautifully for us. So for me, as a wife in the home, as a partner in this relationship, I declared my salary. My husband always knew how much I earned because every time that pay slips were distributed, I brought it home and showed it to him. So he knew how much I was expecting at every end of the month. So that is how, on an individual level, I was able to build trust and communicate to my husband that we are in this together. We are in a marital partnership where we must create oneness together. We cannot be one in every other aspect, and then we are separate where our money was concerned. And then also full financial disclosure, like I've mentioned, the issue of my salary and the allowances that I earned, all those I declared at every moment when I earned them. I never hid anything on the side and say, this is now mine. This one I'll not talk about. Everything I earned, I declared. And I see this happening even with my husband. Every salary that he earns, every allowance that he makes, every money that he earns from whatever activity that he does, I am in the full know of it. For instance, on a personal level, again, During the times when I used to get my NSSF statements and then the local gratuity statements, I would quickly come and hand them over and show him that this is how much we are having in NSSF. This is how much we are having on the pension scheme. So in that way, I was actually able to build trust and show him that money should never be a factor to separate us. It should be a tool to bring us together and build our oneness as a partnership together. And then another way that we showed and build trust between ourselves on the issue of supporting relatives. Every relative that we support at household level is an issue that we discuss first together. Before we begin supporting somebody, each of us is in the know. So there is no way that relatives can arm twist us on the side, can begin to manipulate us because we are already in the know of what we are supposed to do. So any money that is given to any relative is money that has been discussed and properly agreed upon between the two of us at household level. And we also have a policy here. Every year we discuss and review our financial plans for our family. What have we achieved within the year? What are the plans for the coming year? What do we need to do? We plan and discuss these things before we begin spending the money. And so this is another way that we have been able to build trust between ourselves and within our household. How is it on your side? What have you done to build trust where money is concerned at your household level? That is an issue for all of us to reflect on. Allow me to also share some insights with regard to the issue of building trust within our families where money is concerned. The Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 3, that God tests the hearts. I honestly believe God took me through testing just to see what was within my heart, just to understand my relationship with money, whether I could be able to use my money to support my partner, to support ventures that were before us that needed to be funded. So today, I am able to enjoy the fruit of that trust within my relationship because I truly believe God was honestly testing me to see what my relationship with money was. A good tree brings forth good fruit, just as a bad fruit will bring forth bad fruit. So when it comes to our money relationships at household level, your good character will build for you trust where money is concerned at your household level. It's also worth noting that a bad money relationship at household level indicates that the foundation upon which you have built your marital relationship is actually shaky. Money is a fruit within our relationships. Money reveals the true state of your relationship as a couple. When it is good, it is an indicator that you've actually built on a solid foundation. You're in this together. You've come to build and not to destroy. When money relationship is bad, it's also a big signal of your foundation is actually a poor and a weak one. And it's just a matter of time before it will actually crumble. And what happens to trees when they are producing bad fruit? For those of us who have done farming, you understand that you will not correct that tree by working on the leaves and the branches and the fruit. A bad tree has to be uprooted. You need to cut it and remove its roots and then plant a fresh and a new tree. That speaks to the foundation. When your money issues are struggling at household level, you need to go back to the foundation upon which you built and established your relationship. In that way, you'll be able to start afresh and to build on a proper foundation. Where there is no trust on money matters between couples, everything else will be mediocre within your relationship. For they say, where your treasure is, there your heart also will be. Money matters reveal where your heart is, whether you've come to build a relationship, to build a team together, or you've come to destroy You've come with a selfish agenda of amass for yourself. Money matters reveal the true state of our hearts. Money faithfulness should be able to build for us trust, connection, and faithfulness in our relationships. Money should enhance our marital partnerships and not otherwise. The Bible also tells us in the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 17, that a house or a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. When you're divided, when you have different positions, when you're not like minded where money is concerned, it's just a matter of time before your relationship will actually crumble. For it is worth noting that lack of unity in finances is a major cause of so much pain in families. And so, disagreements in money matters will affect every other aspect of your relationship. Like I mentioned, that in some families, when parents are struggling, where there is scarcity to do with resources within the family, parents are unapproachable, parents are too quarrelsome, parents are so on the edge. Why? Because money is extremely important. It plays a central part in our general well-being as individuals and as household. You can't build a family based on suspicion and distrust because trust is what enables us to grow exponentially within our relationships. Getting married is one of, if not the biggest risk you can ever take with your life. And so by the time you take a decision to settle down with somebody, you've taken a huge risk. So you better make it to truly work out. Planning your finances together as a couple, as a family, communicates that you have a future together. Otherwise, when your finances are in disarray, you're also communicating that anything can actually happen. The Bible tells us in Proverbs chapter 28, verse 20, that a faithful person will abound with blessings. If you want to be blessed and enjoy true financial progress and prosperity within your family, you need to build trust where money is concerned. You need to be faithful in the way you manage the money that belongs to your family. Albert Einstein once said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over while expecting different results. When you are not faithful where your money is concerned, when you are playing out distrust in your financial matters, when you are playing out financial infidelity in your money matters at household level, you know the harvest that you expect. You're going to reap more distrust, more disunity, more disagreements, and you will destroy the unity that you had started out together as a marital team. It's worth noting that when you come together in marital partnership, you're either building or you are destroying. Are you building trust where money is concerned in your family, or you are destroying trust where money is concerned at household level? Allow me conclude with this. Scripture tells us in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 23, that a man who is faithful with a few things will eventually be entrusted with bigger things and with true riches. Let's build trust within our families, starting with the little things, and eventually we shall be able to accumulate bigger things over which we shall also be faithful. Thank you, friends, for listening in. Kindly share widely, for this is how we shall truly transform our societies through the family. Catch you next week as we continue to explore different money matters within the family. Bye.